Alrighty, guys. So today, well, we have two trucks up on the lift. Yep, something like that. So we're redoing the exhaust on my truck here and on Mikey's. So with his, we originally did the long tube headers with a Y pipe, and it's a cheap Amazon version to say the least, which was like $160. We ended up making it work. I mean, we just don't worry about the gap there. But we just got this 3-inch flex pipe that we threw on here. We're gonna weld this up together. This is my old exhaust axle dump that came literally right here in front of the axle, like right in front of it on here. And what I got for myself, we had this, and I made it last for about a week, and I hated it beyond belief. So, thanks to Speed Engineering for being very quick, not sponsored, but, if you're listening, Speed Engineering, we were doing long tube headers, Y pipe, got a full extension. They came with a second one, so we're going to see which one we're going to need. Nice muffler. And we got the turnover for the axle, and then I plan on coming the whole length of the truck and going over the axle and pushing it out. Whatever's left over, we might use on Mikey's truck. We're going to see what's going on, but we're letting him tear apart my exhaust right now. Yeah, it is terrible.
Hey, you're wearing headphones on. No one taking the fuck off.
Yeah, we'll put it.
What was that?
We'll put in a disclaimer.
There's one side.
Yeah, there's one
You don't
side.
need an exhaust. What straight headers?
Yeah, something like that.
Fuck it. This video is not made for kids.
Nope, not at all.
God damn it. This guy's about as dead as my fucking love life.
Well, you heard it. You heard it.
You got a good battery anywhere?
Oh, well, that's.
The battery's dead, okay?
Apparently, this wasn't
It's
very.
not 20 bars though. What the hell?
Apparently, this wasn't very tight.
No wonder it was leaking. What the shit?
Yeah, she was leaking up there.
Guys, we have no idea what the fuck we're doing, okay? So I fall on my head. Goddamn, well, that blade's on.
Nah, she's mint.
Okay.
Yeah, don't need that no more. I hear so much stuff inside of it. Oh, good lord. No. Well, there she is.
So you can see, well, I mean, it wasn't leaking there when you welded it.
Yeah, as you can see, I had to do some major surgery here to make it work for the night, to get her tuned. But the truck's officially tuned, runs great, honestly. We're gonna get these off, we're gonna get the heads off, and then,
What were those for?
that was the old O2 sensor for the downstream, because I kept the upstreams.
Oh.
So,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I also got O2 extensions, which are right here. So I'll be using these. We're going to get plugging away at this a little bit more tonight, maybe. We're more focused on Mikey's truck for tonight, so we'll...
Okay, y'all, so right now, we got the tires off, the liner's out. Got it. He just yanked his dipstick tube off, because we have to yank that off in order to get the OEM manifolds out, because the dipstick goes in right in there, and to put the new one in, obviously. So right now we're yanking off all his bolts, his manifold bolts. His should come off relatively easy, because we've already had them off once, not too long ago, when we cut the cats off and stuff, so his will plug them off easy, and hopefully not break any. But if you do break some, I have plenty of room to get weld on there. Like mine, we broke off a couple on mine, but we had enough room to get a nut on there and weld onto the rest of the stud with a bolt, and we got them all out, the ones that broke. Honestly, the only hard one is back there. The driver's side is a little bit trickier. The passenger side, you have lots of room with the wheel tire and offs. I mean, look at this. You got plenty of room over here to get to all the bolts. Like I said, his were off not too long ago, so his will be easy. And it's also a lot easier to get to the collector pipes if you need to. On this side, at least, passenger side. The driver's side is a little bit trickier because you got wires and stuff in the way. The wire harness that runs down along the frame right here. So, but we're gonna get these off, get the new ones on, and we'll see you guys when that's done.
Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna take out the stock manifolds right now. For some reason, GM decided to be a bunch of assholes. This bolt right here goes way back here. And between here and the firewall, there ain't much room. So, there goes the microphone.
God damn it!
It's back. Anyway.
Damn it, Billy!
So,
dropping shit.
Unless you have a ratchet like this, quarter-inch, short socket, I mean, you're going to be...
If you don't have that, you grab a torch and melt it the fuck off!
Pretty much. It's either that, or you're going to have to use a 13 mil
maybe like a ratchet wrench, yeah.
Yeah, ratcheting wrench, which this one
probably wouldn't be very fun.
You need to have it with a tilt like this, and like he said, it's not very fun. I did it originally. It's not very fun.
Yeah, because I mean it's way back there.
It is terrible.
We got this side's off and ready to come out, and so is the passenger. The passenger side's easy. Like I said, there's a lot of room over here. There's a ton of room. This side's easy. So we're gonna show how we get them out real quick, and then we're gonna start getting the long tubes fed in. Which you think we should go through the bottom or the top on the long tubes?
From the top, I believe is how we did yours.
No, we did mine to the bottom, but I have a body lift,
Yeah.
so mine went in easy.
We'll figure it out. You don't need... Well, there was a slight exhaust leak starting.
Well, those gaskets are... Oh, actually, those are OEM gaskets, aren't they?
Yeah, they're OEM, which are way nicer. By the way, OEM gaskets, they are a beauty right here. This helps so much. You literally start your exhaust and you can just drop this in and it holds in place. So you don't have to fight with it. I might honestly...
I like fighting with things.
No. I might honestly, we have metal gaskets that came in the kit and like Velcro, non-metal.
Hey, we could just stack them.
Totally. I might cut the new ones like this, so it's easier to drop them in place so you're not fighting them. Because we did that on his truck, and we tried using other gaskets before these on this when I was redoing the exhaust before. Terrible. So take these and use them. But
stack them.
This here is junk, so.
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
Honestly, I think I can just.
You should be able to just ding out the bottom, I believe.
I think this one comes from the bottom.
You got it? Maybe? There she is. Passenger side's out.
Only thing I need.
Oh, you don't need that.
That broke. So there's that.
Yeah, see,
Got
we just
wet.
cut that because trying to get those off is well. These ones obviously we put on there not too long ago, but the stock ones they're usually round out or break.
Yeah.
So just cut that shit.
Cut it off. I gotta take the O2 sensors out. They're brand new. They have less than 200 miles on them since I put them in. This one here, I know I gotta take that from the top, I believe. Let me see here.
The top might be easier because the steering shaft's out of the way.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, you run it.
The drive shaft, right?
If you have a two-wheel drive,
Yeah, the drive shaft's right in the way.
you can take it down from the bottom. But on a four-wheel drive, you do have to take it off the top unless you want to undo a bunch of shit. So
I mean, you can just undo the drive shaft, and that's how they usually do it. So let's lower it down a little bit. We should get it on the top.
get her down as low as we can here.
Yeah, just watch those back tires. That's good. Should be able to just.
Yeah.
You got a step
Yeah, I need a little.
stool? I had one. I don't know where the hell it went, bro.
Why do you keep on losing stuff?
'Cause I don't like to. I don't know.
Oh, I found it. Right here.
It just blends in. You know what I mean?
Well, it's black and it's in the old paint booth, so it definitely blends in with all the paint shit on it.
It just blends in with everything. Should just be able to yank it right out of there.
I remember we were fighting it before because of something. See if there was any. This one didn't have any form of a leak starting, which is surprising because I
I
barely.
mean, those
got that
bolts might have
back.
come loose like mine. Remember, mine was freaking loose. It was leaking like crazy.
Yeah, that one over there.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, but it sounded kind of funny.
That sounded like I don't know what. Oh, there you go. The stock ones are out.
Wow, that came out a lot easier than the first time. Like a lot easier.
Stock ones are out, so we'll see you guys when we're trying to put the long tubes in, and that should be fun.
We're gonna do that.
Because they're a lot longer than that one. So we'll see you in a second. Okay, y'all, so we got all the stock ones off. Like I said, we got the steering shaft undone. We also moved the heater core lines, which is a 10 mil we undid. So we have a little bit more. We're going to try and get them on from the top. I think that's how we did it last time. So we took them onto the top. Right now, he is just cutting his, man, God, blah, 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 blah.
Did you learn English, bud? No, I'm notching these ones just like the ones from factory, so all I have to do is line up the header, put in a couple of bolts, and I can just take this, drop it right in, and it'll go right on. I don't have to fight with trying to line up the gasket and everything all at once.
I'm sorry, man. It's 1 in the morning. English goes out the window.
It is currently
Wait, 12:45? 12:40?
12:36 a.m.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna see how well this goes. Let me throw that to the side. Bolts ready. Thank you, ARP, for some beautiful bolts. Not sponsored, but you know, ARP, if you're listening. Got a lot of bolts of yours, just so you know.
You probably ended up breaking them all. Kind of like his head bolt that one time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and. Let me see. Kind of hard to hold it. Oh shit. Look at that, like a glove.
It's gonna fall all the way to the bottom here in a second, probably.
Like a glove.
There she goes.
You got it? Is it gonna fall on the ground or? Oh, there she is.
She might. Oh.
Don't fall off.
The ladder almost killed me.
You only die once, so.
Let's see what we can get going here.
Just like that.
One. And if I can get it lined up here. No, good lord.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it now. Alrighty, so.
Easy peasy. Let me see how they look from underneath.
This side's easy. And now.
Oh yeah, look at that. They look so pretty. They're so pretty.
And this is the nicest thing now about this gasket, guys.
You just slide it right in there.
Come right up in here. Let's pop this out just a hair. Slide
Drop
that
it on
in. Boom. Lined perfectly. All you gotta do is just crank her down. Put in the rest of the bolts. Done. Don't have to fight with anything else.
Bing bang boom, your mom's your sister.
It's not gonna cause an exhaust leak by any means. The factory ones, they do the same thing. So I'm doing the same thing as what factory did, just to make it a little bit easier. Because when you are trying to line this up to all these holes, good luck.
We speak from experience.
Yes, it is terrible. Just do not recommend. Just cut those. Takes 5 seconds. Makes your life a lot easier. It's gonna save you about 30 minutes.
Who wants things easier? Well, we'll get the other. Go get the other one real quick and throw it on. And then we'll just tighten up all the bolts all together.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we gotta line that up.
Yeah, just throw the driver's side one on real quick, and we'll just tighten them off all the bolts off camera. And then we'll probably do the Y pipe and stuff, and for the rest of the exhaust tomorrow morning sometime. Because like I said, it's 1 a.m. I'm tired.
Yeah, we're good. So we're gonna find out right now. Everyone else I've seen, I don't think I've seen a video from Speed Engineering yet. Everyone else I've seen,
We have to beat them.
this right here, we might need a beat in on this header right here, and then that's just a possibility. These here look they look a little bit different compared to some other ones I've done. So I'm gonna notch this gasket real quick.
And try and get them in there. Because usually you gotta beat them in, so you see your steering shaft right there. Because if you don't notch them, because they stick out pretty far, and they'll hit that steering shaft. And sometimes they'll even hit the frame right on there. I know on mine, because mine were cheap ass ones. Mine were like, what, $300, if that even?
No.
I think mine were like
These were $329.
I think mine were like $200 for that and the Y pipe.
The entire kit that is on his truck that I originally bought, that he bought off of me, was $130-something for a Y pipe and
Hey, you know
everything.
what? My truck sounds alright. So yeah, he had to beat them in pretty good. So they clear that stuff. But like I said, these ones are more expensive, so we might not have to beat them. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute.
I've seen some expensive ones that people have had to beat in and do whatever with. But
This depends on how much, though.
it just depends on who made them, how they're designed, whatever else. But all you guys got to do with this,
Here, show this.
come from under here.
Oh, and figure out what holes you gotta do.
Yeah, you line it up real quick. Once you have it lined up, so that's the way I need to do it. You want to do the two inner ones. So you have 5 bolts that are going to hold this exhaust in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the 2 lower on the inside. Take some side cutters. Go to the edge of the hole there and just snip it on both sides. This one here, yeah, like that. Boom. There's the first notch. And there's our second notch. So this is ready to go.
Try and feed that down in there, yes. See what happens.
Now, you guys, just so you know, this is on the driver's side. No matter what you do, it's a pain in the ass to get in. You're gonna run into some stuff. It's not the easiest. It's like I'm hitting right now.
The steering shaft.
Steering shaft.
Let me
spark
see.
plugs. I'm hitting.
I can't hold this. There it goes, yeah. Just move that steering shaft out of the way, and she's kind of gone. Kinda?
Maneuver it. I'm hitting the frame right now.
Yeah, we might have.
Well, I ran into this before doing it.
Did you? Mine was easy because I have a body lift, so mine would have slid right in. Oh, that was loud.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I think you're hitting. Are you hitting the drive shaft on there?
I may be hitting the drive shaft. I know I've gotten around it before without having to do all that, but if I have to do it all, I'll do it.
You might have to undo the drive shaft.
Well, let me see here.
Yeah, I think you're hitting the drive shaft down there. Well, we're gonna keep working on this. We'll see you guys once we get it in. We'll let you know what we did. Okay, y'all. So we got it in. We just removed the front drive shaft. As you can see, it's just 4 11 mils. I just take a pry bar up in there real quick and pry it right off. And actually, this thing, these ones clear the steering shaft. They don't hit the steering shaft at all.
Which is amazing.
They even clear the frame right here. So this is why you spend the money on good stuff and it fits correctly. Like I said, the ones I had did not fit correctly. They were hitting the steering shaft and they were hitting the frame down here. So we had to beat it here and beat it there to make it clear. I mean, it's close to the frame, don't get me wrong. It's pretty close, but it clears it. And then it clears the steering shaft. So we're getting that back on and ready to bolt back up. We got all the boots on, the spark plug wires. Just so you know, you don't melt the spark plug wires, because these are going to be a lot hotter than factory, and there's no shield that goes on them like the factory ones. So, those are all in and done. So next step is, tomorrow we're going to start getting the Y pipe on, and then his 3-inch exhaust, 3.5-inch exhaust, speed engineering exhaust. Then we're going to see how it all sounds. Hopefully it sounds pretty good. So, we'll see you guys when we start doing the Y pipe. Well, so much for going to bed. It's now 2 a.m., but we're still working on it, because why the hell not? So you do have to drop this transmission cross member in order to get the Y pipe in, because it hits over there. So it's just, we have a trans jack holding up the transmission, and there's 2 bolts on the inside, and there's 2 there, 2 there. Now from the factory, they do face towards the front of the truck, but we flip them around so they don't hit the exhaust or anything. It doesn't matter way they face. So we just drop it down like that, let it hang on that one, and then you can throw the Y pipe in, because otherwise it'll hit right here. You know, you can't get it over here with the long tube and then the cross member right here. So you can flip, we have room right here to get in there now. Just make sure you put a jack under the trans. And then you just go right up and in.
Well, you know, something like that.
Kinda. You kinda go up and in. Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. Hey, guys, one side. Got it. There she is. Boom, like that. Y pipe's on. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And you just flip the crossover back up, tighten up the bolts, tighten up the 2 in the trans, and boom, Y pipe is on. And your headers are pretty much done with. And then we also got the speed engineering 3.5-inch exhaust that'll be going on. We're gonna do that tomorrow. But the headers are completely done now. We got the O2 sensors in. Both of them are back in. The headers are all tight. And as you can see, like this one, like I said, we didn't have to beat it. It clears the frame barely. It gets pretty close. Up there. You can see a sliver of daylight though. Better than yours. But yeah, I mean mine we had to beat. Then again, like I said, mine was what? Yours $100. This is what? This is what? $600.
Full system was $1,300 out the door for everything, but
and my Y pipe and long tubes were $150.
Just to do headers was $330, and to do the Y pipe was another $170.
Yeah, that's what I figured they were. So I mean, you buy the expensive shit, it usually fits better than the cheap shit. It's usually how it goes. With anything, honestly, you buy cheap shit, it never fits correctly. So yeah, Y pipe's on. We're gonna get the clamps on here, and then we'll finish the exhaust tomorrow. So we will see you guys then.